If you live in the UK, I know you're damn sick and tired of this bloody gloomy weather. I think in the last couple of weeks, we must have had probably a handful of sunny days, but it's generally been terrible. Welcome to DiveBomb. Now, enough whinging about the weather. On today's video, we're really going to talk about some of the fixes that I'm planning to do on this car. And the first fix for this car is a very easy one. It's a very simple one, but really it's an aggravating one. It's such a nuisance. But the boot struts on the front have gone. So the issue is when you open the boot and you try and put something in, it just closes. It can't keep up the weight of the very light bonnet. So we're going to fix that today. Before we start though, I had to get my coffee from Mackie. So I went out for a drive, got the car warmed up. So did a little bit of a coffee run today. But we'll get onto the fix in a moment. But I kind of wanted to talk about the last few weeks with this car. So it's been away at the workshop. You would have noticed on the last video I talked about finding some Porsche specialists in the Southeast England region, Essex region, and Porsche specialist services in Essex, I'll vouch for them. So I had to take the car down to the guys there. Because it's been so wet and windy and cold and miserable and horrible, the brake caliper seemed to have seized onto the brake disc. Now, because it's winter, I haven't been driving the car a lot, so it was the perfect opportunity for this car to give me its first issue. So I took it down to the guys there, they checked the discs, and because of the weather there was surface corrosion on the discs, and when they drove it they said it seems to drive fine. There is a bit of geometry work that I need to do because the car's pulling left slightly, so we are going to address that as well. But yeah, so I'm going to monitor that, drive the car a bit more, really make sure that we're braking, and that will help really clean off some of that surface rust. And we'll see if this issue persists. The car seems to be running okay. There is potentially some further work to do with the, well, it's actually not a potentially, it is going to be something that I'm going to tackle. It's the roof. Porsche Boxsters, after a certain while, the roof elastic mechanism seems to lose its elasticity. So right in there, there is a elastic sort of band that helps keep the roof be taut when it sort of folds and then comes back. So right now, I've tucked it in so that the seams aren't staying outside the plastic trim, but I can't really drop the roof because it's really annoying just to do the half roof, tuck it in, and then close the roof. I'd rather just address the issue. So on another video, we will tackle that as well, because for this car to be summer ready, it needs to be able to drop its roof and put it back up. So there's going to be a bit of content with this car. There's going to be a lot of DIYing as much as possible. And yeah, I'm excited. So let me finish this coffee. We'll go back and I'm going to pull it in front of my garage so I don't get bloody drenched in this rain. You can hear the bloody pitter patter of the rain. But yeah, we'll catch up in a moment. Nine 55101. So I've got two of these. So we're going to start on the right hand side of the car, get the left hand side changed, and it should be quite simple to do. So hopefully we're not here prying away forever. I'll show you guys exactly the process of how to get this changed as well, because there's two essentially retaining clips on either end of the strut that we need to remove, and you have to do the bottom one first and then kind of pry it off so from the top. So let's get that done. So we'll start on the right hand side. Ask me how I know. Oh, look at this. This is absolutely dangerous. Thankfully the bonnet isn't too heavy, but anyway, it's such a nuisance because if I put my head in like this and I'm trying to do something, next thing you know, boom, you know what, I could avoid a concussion. So yeah, let's start off with the right hand side, and I'll show you guys as well. We've got the bottom retaining clip here, and then there's a top retaining clip here. The way you want to install this as well is you want to go with the the fatter part at the top as well. So fatter part at the top, and also it is numbered. It should be numbered, so the bottom one is number 1. So we're gonna pry it off and then go bottom in, then top, and then that should be that done. Oh my days. Right, let's get cracking. Then take this off. Pop, and first one done. Chuck that in there. Fat part at the top and skinny part at the bottom. So pop the skinny part in. So what you can do is just wedge that in, and then kind of maneuver this, and then pop that in. That is so much stronger already. If you just wedge it in enough, there you go. You don't have to pry this one here. You just have to pry the retaining clip off here, and then you just use a bit of leverage to kind of twist it off. It comes off very easily, and then we can get the next strut on, and then that should be that. It comes off, and then you just twist it and it comes off. So what we're going to do, go in again, bottom side, that's that bottom side in. Right, so that was the strut installation, and to be fair, that's taken me a lot longer than I wanted to, because I initially ordered the wrong part. Make sure, I said this before, but make sure you get part number 997-511-55101. You can get this off of eBay. This is an AutoStar Germany part. You see the part number right there. Yeah, this cost me less than 20 quid. Do it yourself. It's super easy to do. Don't bother taking it to a mechanic for something like this. So yeah, that's that. What else could I buy for 8 grand, sub 100,000 miles, with nearly 300 horsepower and manual and rear wheel drive? And this feels special to me. Engine's in the middle, man. It's in the middle. I can feel it, like. How could I ever get tired of this car? And to be fair, I've been driving it recently and it's been super wet, and it's a lively car. I'll tell you, the back end can get loose. So it's been keeping me on my toes, but I can't complain. I can't complain about that. I've driven mostly front wheel drive cars for the most part of my driving life. My last car was a BMW, but that was such a hunkered down, heavy car and so planted, and it didn't have the same amount of power, so it didn't sort of kick out the back end in the same manner. This is a light car. It's got more power, it's got more torque, and because of that, you can get yourself in a lot more trouble. Oh my days. I'm so lucky. Genuinely, I'm so flipping lucky. How are you telling me you could buy a flat 6 for sub 10 grand? How could I be upset at the world, right? I don't know how long we can drive this for. Excuse my French, I should be pissed, because I filled this up yesterday with premium and it's about £1.55 a litre, right? But I'm here. Oh, I can't be mad. I cannot be mad. I'm genuinely giddy. I'm genuinely giddy. Honestly, if you're a petrol head, please go out and buy one. Buy this car. It's such an unsung hero. Everyone's looking at a 911 and 997 prices, especially the Carrera S. Oh God, they're like, what, another 10 grand on top of this? You could get yourself a slightly diluted version for a lot less. And I think it's financially more responsible for you to get a Boxster, and dare I say, it might be more enjoyable with the top down. Something to think about. Right, that's the goods secured. So yeah, Hobbycraft, we've got ourselves 2 bits of elastic. We've got 25mm width, 1 meter, and then we've got 40mm width, 1 meter again. So we're gonna see what width we need, because I'm not 100% sure, but I just bought both and it cost me about £5. So it's definitely not expensive, and I'm hoping that that £5 fix does enough for me to get this roof to work. Again, thank you very much for watching. This has been DiveBomb. If you've liked this video, please do support. There is going to be more car content on this channel with this Porsche, but also with other cars as well. And we're going to take this car and other things out on the road, drive. I'll give you my feedback, yada, yada, yada. But again, thank you very much for the support you guys have given me. The platform is growing, which I didn't expect to be the case so soon, but I'm humbled by it. But again, this has been Niv at DiveBomb. Until next time, let's give it a bit of hoon. Until next time, take care. I can never get tired of this.